What is going on, YouTube? AJ here, doing a Let's Play. Final Fantasy XI Online Retail Bahamut server. And we are just chilling out right now. Sunday night, about 8 p.m. And, yeah, let's get out of here. We were doing, let's get one. We'll do one solo. We were doing, what is it, Machera? Is that what it's called now? Machera. We were doing, trials for this the other day, off recording. Because I would assume it'd be very, very... I think a lot of my content is is boring anyway. But it would be very boring for you to just watch us do 500 Savage Blades on Beasts. So we did, what, 116 the other day? So, yeah. Good times. Let's get out of here, and we're going to do some Wings of the Goddess missions. Because why not? We haven't really started them at all. I think in the last episode we did the letter. And I don't think that we've had the update yet, the version update. I think it's like next week? I don't know. I think it's next week. But I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully we get a favorable... oh boy. At least some stuff sold. Somebody bought the Mesrak. Cool. I don't think those water ores, or any ores, probably are going to be selling anytime soon. Hey, you know what? Let's go get our Mog Garden, I suppose. What is our... Speaking of which, what is our... look like? We're up to 10. Okay. Probably do those 3. I don't know if we're going to do those on recording or not. But we'd really like to get those done in advance of doing Rune Fencer. My garden. I bought a bunch of key items. I don't know if I said this before. I bought a bunch of key items that I think like levels up your... levels up the stuff that you do. Like at first it was like level 1 net. Now I think it's like level 4 or 3. And you used to be able to do like 3 how much do we have on us? Alright, 19, we should be fine. Let's see, what the heck's that thing? I don't remember that being here. What are you? Oh my god, is that... yeah, rank 4 net. I don't think it gets us anything better. I think it just gives us more junk to sell. It's like, here, we brought you more junk. So I think... so that was like... if I'm... Okay, I don't care what you want, to be honest with you. Coco just came downstairs. All right, let's just sell some stuff. Keep the pickaxe remedy. Ooh, 8. I mean, I'm sure it all adds up. Do we want the beak necklace? I don't know. I'd say nay. Alright, well, Manticores looks like the way to go. I mean, that's like just free money for getting the, and I'm sure we'd sell these on the auction house. It's just that it doesn't seem like anything on the auction house really sells all that fast. So it's not like we're losing out here. Oh, those things, yeah. Do I have 5 of those? Yeah, we can just probably do that too. I get so sidetracked in this game, and I'm okay with that. Multiple prunings. Ooh, tree cuttings. Is that more tree cuttings? Alright, well, let's see what our tree cuttings gave us on this one. Ooh, lots of good stuff. Alright, let's give them more tree cuttings. And I don't know. Like I said last episode. I think it was last episode. Because I just see this happening now. That, oh, Coco's just staring at me. Good girl. All right. Looking at some of those things that we got, I was like, oh, we're going to be bone crafting. But then again, I think it might be, I think it's just like a thing that you just use the, what are they, kits? I think you just use the kits to get to like level 90 or 100 or something. But I'll always keep the V-claws, because if we are going to do, Bonecraft, I'd like to see if we can't, we've never done Bonecraft, so it is very fair to say that we've never HQ'd a scorpion harness. Alright, so we are going to do Wings of the Goddess, but we're going to stop off real quick. Yeah, that way. I'll tell you, it is. These coalition things are maddening because you either look at how many, what are they called? Impartus? Impartu? Imprimaturs. Yeah, we'll call them imps. Either you have like 0 imps, or you have 15 and you don't know how long you've had 15. Oh, it's just so... To me, it's... is it Seagates? No. Yeah. Mogates. Yep, we have those. So we'll knock this down to 7. That guy was very excited to get in here. You see him running? He's running. Alright. Let's see if we... I think we were probationer? I'd like to be probationer. We'd like to be more than that. Okay, back to a home point. Back to a home point. Actually, is there a... There is, isn't there? Auction house? Yeah, that way. Let's check to see... It's going to be more money than I'm going to want to spend, but... I think Coco was sad that I didn't want to play with her. Even though she wasn't trying to play with me, she was just laying on the futon. She likes a good belly rub. Oh, stupid. You know what? I always forget that I am now /thief, huh? I wouldn't mind getting either a Ramu or an Ifrit +1 ring. They weren't on there for the longest time. What are you wearing, sir? Okay, Ifrit +1. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. So, Ramu, 200,000, 5 million. I would have taken that one if... Eesh. Alright, back to some grinding. Yeah, you're the one that gave us all those key items for our mod garden. You got anything else for us? Nope. Alright. Never mind. Sandoria. Yeah. Now, keep in mind here that, well, first of all, I love Sandoria. I love Sandoria. Don't love Bastok as much, but I wanted a change for this. What did we do? I think we did Sandoria and yeah, we definitely did Sandoria and Cat's Eye XI. Yeah, we wanted to change. Definitely wanted to change, so we did Bastok. I definitely miss Sandoria. Everything about Sandoria I enjoy. The starting area, the city layout. Even though it is before you got like that the Mithra flower quest done to get exit to any zone, it kind of hurt you physically if you were at your like Mog house in southern Sandoria and you had to go to Port Sandoria. Oh, that's a run. I'm sure it's very comparable to any other city, but it just feels like a lot worse for some reason to me. So what I was starting to say before I said, keep in mind I love Sandoria. I don't think we've ever completed Wings of the Goddess missions. I only think that, I know in retail, like way back in the day retail, when the expansion came out, I know we got high enough, like I think we got high enough to do campaigns and buy gear. But I don't think we went much like, we were kind of on the outs with Final Fantasy XI. And I don't think it was, so we're going to admit something here. And you can take it as you will. Like, it doesn't bother me how you take me. I'm looking for Marshallette. Does it say where Marshallette is, or whatever his name is? I-9. K9. Oh, K9. So, for me, I always... H-I-J. Okay. Oh yeah, isn't he like over by the auction house or something? There we go. Man, it's mean. Shalite. And I'll continue what I'm saying shortly. So you've come to join the Knights of the Iron Ram. Let me see your letter of recommendation. Ah, yes, this will do. I must inform you that once you begin the initiation, you will be bound to Sandoria. Other nations will not accept you into their ranks while your bonds to the kingdom remain intact. Forget this not. And so now I must ask, do you pledge to serve the king and his people with your life and honor? What year are we? Are we in Rampier times? No, we can't. Are we in Rampier times? Or Rampier times, whatever it's called. You shall now be granted the opportunity to prove your worth. Only after you've done so will you be admitted to the ranks of the Rams. Now let us begin. Did you not witness the conflagration of that scorched conflagration that scorched the early morning heavens? The Bastocken heretics have once again defied the laws of the benevolent Altana with their godless war machines. Can you be so certain, Hester Falcat? Good old Hester Falcat. A good friend of mine. To me, it closely resembled a great fiery dragon diving down to seize her prey. Mayhap it was a wicked omen, portending to the advent of great evil. The eyes of the youth see only which they wish. 'Twas not a mysterious weapon, nor a portent of doom. 'Twas the smoldering carcass of a flying wooden beast, I tell you. Gods forfend, Sir Rachel, whatever, Rachel something. Are you to have us believe that trees can fly? Why, I apologize for the intrusion, Gossip runs rampant among our ranks, but there's little we can do to stop it. However, this time there seems to be some truth behind the prattling of the knights, for our scouts also recorded countless sightings of the queer phenomenon. Unfortunately, the details contained in these reports were quite sketchy. Some claimed the flames to be a weapon of sort, while others swore it was a hideous demon spawned from the loins of the Shadow Lord himself. It's okay, I already killed that guy. Don't worry about him. Whatever the case, it is our duty to determine the truth behind the episode and quell rumors surrounding it before unwanted panic spreads to the common folk. And that shall be your test. If you wish to travel into the nearby Holt and search for clues, once you have found at least 3 leads, report back to me. I shall be waiting. Great. What was the name of this quest, this mission? Is it Steamed Hams? No. I think Steamed Hams is next or something. Oh, so what I was saying. So I really, really super like when I'm in a link shell, especially a link shell. I don't normally. I'm not a link shell hopper. I take my time, and I normally will I'm sure there are many, many good link shells out there that you would get from shouting. But I've never been a link shell shouter. Because again, I feel like you could just get worse of the worst when you do that. So normally I just organically will get a link shell. And you know, like, I'll help somebody out, or somebody will help me out, or we'll be doing the same thing and help each other out. Okay, is this one of them? No. Oh, I think I gotta go down. Yeah, south. H8. So yeah, and I don't really hop. I become very loyal to a link shell. I think every link shell, like the 3 link shells that I've ever joined, like and kind of kept with, I became the good old name. It's a great name. The sack holder. I've become a sack holder of like the 3 that I've devoted time and energy into. Never really wanted to be a leader, because there have been, especially in those 3, well, 2 out of 3 maybe, the leaders of those link shells were like leaders. Like, they were like, this is what we're doing, this is how we're gonna do it, blah blah blah. And it was like, okay, you know, like, I trust this person knows what they're doing. And as you can see from a lot of my Let's Plays, I'm a let's wing it kind of guy. And I don't think a let's wing it kind of guy is a very good leader. Maybe he can be. I don't know. Never tried. Maybe I will. But, around Wings of the Goddess time. Okay, I'm looking for H8. We're in H8. No, we're in H7. I'm looking for a dirty hole. I am looking for any kind of dirty hole with question marks in it. Okay, you're G8. I can't look at your dirty holes, G8. So yeah, right around Wings of the Goddess, I had a falling out with my link shell, and I took it like I take it personally because I put so much effort into it, and it's like kind of like you just know, like in all three cases where I've left link shells, it's been on, I wouldn't say bad terms. It was just I wasn't happy about something and I just left. And it was normally about somebody taking advantage of somebody else, or I don't know if I talked about this yet. Okay, I ate by a waterfall. Hey, that one was a little bit easier. No dirty holes for me this time, boys. Ooh, 30 seconds. J7. And I think I definitely do remember the guy's name. I remember the guy and his brother's name. Him and his little brother were in a link shell. They were British people. British people. British kids. Okay, so now I'm looking for a bush. And I'm sure, I think I talked about these guys before. I remember their names. I'm not going to call them out because whatever. Oh, I definitely remember their names. I actually remember like a lot of names from people from just about every link shell. But, okay, so we're in I-7. Yeah, where's, should be like right here. And the older brother, the younger brother wasn't as bad. Like, you'd always expect kind of like, you kind of expect the younger brother to be a brat or something, but no, the younger brother was fine unless he was very protective of the older brother, so if you had something bad to say about the older brother, then he'd obviously get involved and be a pretend tough guy. But the older brother, I'm like 99.9% positive he was a gold buyer when buying gold was like a big no-no. All right, let's look again. What's happening here because I can't find. Okay, so J7, Hij7. Pushed by a train. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've talked about this guy. Anyway, this is the kind of guy that, like, I know he bought gold, even though he was on all the time. I think he was either in high school or just right out of high school, but he was on all the time. All the time. Like, if you thought you were on all the time, he was on all the time. And he was very, 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 like, stuck up. Like, if we're in the same link shell and somebody needs help, you help them. If you're in the same link shell and it's like, hey, do you have any room in your party for a damage dealer? Yeah, I'll try to get you in. That's what a normal person would say. This British guy would be like, I've seen your gear. I don't want you to be in my party because I don't want them to see that we have the same link shell, and your poor performance will reflect poorly on me. He would be like that, like seriously like that. You'd be like, whoa, dude. Like I said too, like the same guy that, and it'd be weird. It'd be weird, like we didn't like each other. Because I'd be like, when he would say stuff like that, I'd be like, dude, you know, like, chill the F out, you know. You know, invite your your shellmate to your party. And if you don't want to, then don't, don't say what's in your head. So we butted heads a lot. I found that he would, if I was, and there's obviously no way to prove it, but if I was leveling ninja or samurai for a sub job, he, because this I'm using those two because this is exactly what happened. He would hop on one of those characters and say, he would write down and even shout, when I would shout, 34 ninja looking for XP party. He would go on and shout, 35 ninja looking for XP party with better gear than that guy, guaranteed. Or something like that. And I was like, what's happening here? He was that kind of, he was just a flat out the worst part of Final Fantasy XI. He was that. And I've ran into the worst part of Final Fantasy XI a lot. I think it's got, Final Fantasy XI has one of the best populations in terms of friendliness. I mean, probably 14 right now, since everybody's kumbaya over there. Welcome back, Destructive. Were you successful in your investigation? Why, this looks like the blades of a windmill, but the closest one lies hundreds of malms away in the Constasht Highlands. And these crystals, the formation seemed to have continued growing even after they pierced the wood. Finally, this plate. I believe I can make out the letters EOS. EOS. What on Vana'diel could that mean? I see one of your recruits has come across some items of ours. If you'd be so kind to hand them over immediately. Stand down, knave. State your name and whence you came. Ah, and this would be a portion of the right propeller. I clearly expressed my doubts about the pliability of Elm. Do not make me repeat myself. Our fears as to the fate of Eos are Spencer. I apologize for my colleague's lack of refinement. The items you have recovered are the lawful property of the Archduke of Juno and must be transported back to the duchy for further study. Absurd. Your laws have no authority here in Sandoria. Now be gone at once before I am inclined to use force. Captain, you will abide by the wishes of our venerable guest from Juno. Oh, it's that guy. Commander, but that is enough, Sir Main Shellite. What is your duty as a Royal Knight Captain? Sir, to protect the king and enforce his will, but I do not see. His Majesty has granted the ducal ambassadors full authority regarding this investigation. Impertinence will not be tolerated. An outrage. With what manner of sophistries? Sophistries? Okay. Have these fiends poisoned our king? I will ignore that outburst, Sir Knight. Now I believe you heard the commander. Hand over the items. On behalf of the Archduke, I thank the Royal Knights for their assistance in this matter. And as precaution, we ask that you do not speak of your findings to anyone. Understood? The incorporation of additional control flaps in the conjunction with an adjustable, an upgrade from Elm to Mahaga. Spencer, let us be on our way. Spencer's a douche. Hold, outsiders. Hold! Might you be speaking to us, Commander? You have worn dry your welcome, travelers. Do not expect a reprise of the king's generosity should another misfortune befall your nation. I shall relay that to the Archduke, sir. Good day. Ah, a new recruit, perhaps. I apologize for the display. However it may pain us, our first and foremost duty is to uphold the will of the king. Remember that. If there's anything else to require, speak to Lady Fia D yonder. She will brief you on your new responsibilities. I commend you on your performance, Destructive. You have displayed great courage and ingenuity and proved your worth thricefold. You are hereby granted admission to the Knights of the Iron Ram. Congratulations. Please accept this bronze ribbon of service to commend the beginning of your military career. Speak with the evaluation official Feodai for a detailed briefing on the decoration. Alright, I've got sprinter shoes, that's pretty cool. They'll come into use, but they're also inventory -1. Oh boy. G7. G... up there, huh? All the way up there. So anyway, that's the abridged. Like the guy was just the guy was like the definition of douche. Like, I know I've been using douche a lot lately. He was terrible. He was just a terrible. And like he was an okay player. He was an okay. Like I'll give him that. Like. But he was just so terrible to everybody. This is Watchdog Alley. Have you come to view the orc prisoner? He's right over there. The Royal Knights caught the fiend and threw him in a cage as a warning to his foul brethren. Well, it looks like you opened the cage there, buddy. Oh, okay. Now you closed it. This orc appears to speak our language surprisingly well. You may approach if you wish. Blast, someone's coming. Wait, we're not done here. Hello, kind stranger. Listen to my tale if it please you. I understand that you may be loath to believe one in my situation, but I am, in actual fact, an Elven, a descendant of the House Orchiant. This unlovely form is the result of a witch's curse. Behold the signet ring. It bears the coat of arms of House Orchiat. It is all that I retain of my identity. The symbol of the unicorn adorns the ring. The temple knight here before you was the merciful Sir Darvile. He chose to believe my tale. He also chose to leave me with a ring of keys, including the one on this cage. Without a thought for his own position, Sir Darvile is graciously allowing me one last look at the faces of my beloved family. I could not let fear make a mockery of his generosity. Yet when I stretched out a hand to work the lock on the outside of the cage, I was stymied. These cursed orc arms are as thick as table hams. I could not fit my limbs through the bars. Ugh. I promise not to flee. Will you open the cage and... nice try. No. My dear wife and doting child abide in my estate. If I might peek in... Yeah, I'm gonna let you look at... Kid and his wife. You're out of your mind. If only from the shadows. I must see my family once more while my heart yet beats. No. No. this I'm gonna see how many times you did no. I don't care. Oh. No. This is great. Nope. This is amazing. Nice try. Like, you can't even get out of, well, that's the funny thing, is you can't get out of here. I'm hitting B to get out. Like, you can't get out of the cutscene. You have to do it. Alright, fine. That will be my excuse. I tried to get out of the cutscene. It wouldn't let me. Thank you. I shall turn the keys myself. I cannot have the guards believing you aided in my escape. Oh yeah, no, that's a great idea. No, I must away before the alarm is raised. Blessed child of Eltana, if only I could meet you as my true self. Oh, he's still in the cage. Have a nice conversation with our orcish guest. Where did he learn to speak so eloquently, I wonder? I'll tell you where. So, anyway, long story short, this British fella, he was also a sack holder, so we were both sack holders. And one day he was like, he just lost it. He went ham. He was like, and we were a very, very competent link shell. Like, as a social link shell, we could do a lot of things. You know, like, we, as a link shell, we cleared a lot of, like, COP and ZM. Now, did it take us, like, all day to do a mission? Yeah. Like, we would be like, okay, we're gonna get everybody or you. We're gonna do the Savage. And the Savage would take us legit. You know, like, we do one run and it would be like, okay, first try, we're good. Then we try to force like 4 people in with 2, like a good tank and a good healer. And we try to force 4 like DDs in there or whatever. And they die. And they die and they die. So we'd swap one of the DDs out and put a better DD in until we could like get everybody through. So it took a long time. We were getting stuff done, but again, it wasn't like a high tier link shell. So one day this dude flips out and he's like, you guys are all scrubs. I want nothing to do with you. I'm leaving this link shell. I'm tossing out my sack. Take this. I'm throwing away my sack. And he did. And he's like, I got invited to a good link shell and I'm gonna show you guys. You're gonna see me top of the boards, buddy. I'm gonna be the best there is. And I think it was maybe 2 months later he came crawling back, and the link shell leader let him back in, and I said, you know what? This guy has been rude to everybody. Like, he's a cancer. I'm like, if he comes back in, I gotta go. I gotta leave because I don't have faith in leadership anymore or something like that. And he's like, okay, you gotta go then. And I'm like, okay. That was like the most heartbreaking. That was because that was like my first big, like, exit, and stuff like that's that's like kind of what happens to me in my dramatic link shell exits. That chatty orc has escaped, but not before releasing all the other prisoners. There's evidence that is seen that the orc was supplied with a pinch of prism powder. We have a traitor in our midst. The escape was noticed after changing of guard. Could this happen during my watch? We have every able-bodied temple knight available assigned to search, but if the knights choose to do nothing, then the young griffins will take matters into their own hands. Exit Mill. Leave military matters to your elders. Now return home and cease this unseemly conduct. That is your answer to everything, Father. It is the same tired answer you gave when... Exit Meal. Rahal, what is afoot? Bistal lots? Work is complete. Truly, yes, we must make haste to the meeting place. It shall be the young griffins who end this war. The elders of the kingdom couldn't be trusted to lace their own boots. Who's that, you ask? That, my friend, is Count Alpha Namil, whatever, a royal knight and lord of the territory of Norvalen. I have only myself to blame for the behavior of my son and heir. Ever since the incident where the Bloodwing Horde enclosed the capital in their merciless grip and the streets have grown increasingly dangerous, our high-ranking knights are being targeted by Tonberry assassins, like General Moshand of the Temple Knights was slain not 3 days ago. And now we have this incident with the prisoners running free. The security of Sandoria is compromised. We must be all on our guard. The Count has not had time to rest since the Battle of Jugner. If he had but mobilized a larger force during that battle, the Knights of Norvalen might still be with us today. And with the loss of the General Marchand, Count Archeliot will have a hard time coordinating the actions of the Royal and Temple Knights. It also appears we face a cunning adversary in the orcs. If that prison break is truly of their making, perhaps young griffins will become our last bastion of hope after all. I jest, of course. We should let him know that we let him out. Oh no, that was us that let that orc out. Who are the young griffins? Merely a name of those enthusiastic youths have given themselves. They employ the small courtyard further into Watchdog Alley's a meeting place. I hear they don't appreciate the intrusions into their territory. Okay. Where am I? I don't know what they're talking about. The orcish captive is right there. That'll be ridiculous. Yeah, basically, I guess the long and short of it is that sorry, I burped. Muted the mic. I absolutely adore how easy this mic is to mute. All 3 link shells that I've ever been in that I cared about, I left because like somebody else was like bullying or being an asshole or whatever. And yeah, I don't know. It's just a theme. Hold. Where you are, intruder. This is the territory of the Young Griffins. State your business or be gone. Do you mind, Roland? You're awfully loud and it's very hard to concentrate. Now, if I push this while twisting that sounds like something else, but we'll not get into it. The captain and lieutenant have returned. Young Griffins fall in. Captain Exenmeal. Lieutenant Rahal, welcome back from your mission. Eddie, Sentinel Roland. Engineer Bistalot. Some quiet, if you please, Captain. Come out of there and let us see this. Exenmeal? What is it? We have an intruder. Why is there an elder here? Sentinel Roland, you have not forgotten the third rule, I trust. Jesus, is this like the SOBs? No, sir. The third rule of the Young Griffin Charter states that no elder may be permitted entrance into our territory. Then why have you been remiss in your duty? You there. I know not your business here, but you are trespassing on Young Griffin's land. Be gone at once. Captain Exenmeal. Now what? Royal Squire Altania approaches. Well, well, are we all playing nicely together? Your vigilance is to be commended, Sentinel Roland. You honor me, Squire Altania. Hello, is this a new member of your merry band, Exenmeal? This cad? Most certainly not. She's trespassing her territory. Is that so? Greetings, I am Altania of House Borel, a royal squire. And you are? Ah, pleasure to meet you, Destructive. Squire Altania, please interrogate the intruder elsewhere. Very well, no need to pull rank, Captain. Shall we speak while we shan't disturb our brave young knights? It appears some matter weighs heavily on your mind. Let the War Council come to order. You were taken in by an orc's trickery and aided his escape. I find myself inclined to believe you. No one can invent such an unlikely tale. An orc's bearing a unicorn signet ring and claimed to belong to the House Orshiat. And then there's the medal of a Temple Knight Darvile and his ring of keys. How could this orc have a signet ring of House Orshiant? It is carried on the person of Count Alphonmile at all times. And why would Sir Darvile? I think I have an idea. Will you listen to my request? I want you to act as a guardian to these children. With all the strange happenings about the city these days, I fear for their safety. I would prefer to shoulder that responsibility myself, but duties keep me busy. In return, I shall keep your part in the prison break just between you and me. Young Griffins, I told Destructive you would allow her to join your order. You what? Squire Altania. This is not discussed. I shan't allow it. I support your decision, Captain Exenmeal. As do I. This flies in the face of everything which the Young Griffins stand. We are unanimous. The risks in embracing an untested stranger into our order are astro pish-posh. Now stop being unfriendly and welcome our new member. Now I must return to my post. I do not want to hear any bickering while I'm gone. You cannot do this. Take this intruder with you. What do we do, Captain? Engineer Bistalot? Is your project truly complete? Yes, Captain, I have to leave some of the finer details to an expert, but now that I think about it, the construction should not have been so complicated. The shell, to start with, all I wanted to know if it was finished or not. I know, Captain. I was merely testing your patience. You'll find the Plumes door. The Plumes Dior inside that box. Excellent. Intruder, I mean destructive. I've devised a way to test your suitability for the young Griffins. You sure about this, Captain? Positive. If this new recruit can follow my orders to the letter, I may just find a place for her at the next council meeting. Listen up, recruit. You have a task. You are to distribute these Plumes d'Or to the elders we name. They are simply good luck charms. Sentinel Roland, read aloud the names of our target. Sir, yes, sir. Ahem. The targets are as follows. Count Alpho Nemail. However, he's quite busy, and so it's permitted to leave his charm with the city guard Lagziard. I hate French names. I really do. Continue on. Iron Ram Captain Rongo Louts. Royal Knight Sabelliant. Philly D. He's on field duty and can be reached through the Royal Knight Marky Mark. Temple Knight Darvile. Out of the city, then you are to leave it with Temple Knight Loy Lee. And lastly, Temple Knight El Nande. And Temple Knight El Luis. 7 elders in total. Deliver those charms on the double. Okay. Yeah. Earlier in this video, I told you how much I love Sandoria. I can't stand the names. Normally, I just, you kind of gloss over them when you're, if you're reading out loud, you're just like, I'm just not going to read the name. Does it actually trade something? That's weird. Where are they? Of course they're in a stupid spot, too. Oh, anyway. Okay. Yeah, I would just not, in my, you would recognize that, that, Eggs and Mile, or Eggs and Mill, whatever his name is. You'd recognize that, if you saw it in text, but, wouldn't read it out loud. So yeah, love everything about Sandoria, not the names. You should just be Theo. Go on, Theo. So much better than... Theo is so much better than, what? Theoride? And this should be Louis. Hey, what's up, Louis? What's going on, Lou? Alright. I have a... I'm not just getting extraordinarily lucky. I have the guide open on my phone right next to me. Yeah. H9 Eloise. I mean, I'm sure you could just kind of either remember them or wrote them down from the thing, so it doesn't matter. I9. H-I-9. Distowed. Nope. Oh, it's my dog. I need nothing more than my sword arm to protect me from harm, and you could pass that on to those impudent young maggots. I like that guy, actually, now. Young maggots, that's funny. Alright. I think we're over an hour again. So let's get this done. And call it a night. Elande. Why do I know Elande? Why is that name familiar? Did we just do something with Elande and I forgot? No? I think we do stuff with Elande later. Or El Nande. Is that Spanish? Should it be El Nande? Big fan of yours, El Nande. Okay, there's a lowly or something? I don't know if I feel comfortable getting a lowly anything. Oh, K6, K7. Okay, she's a K9. But I need to go upstairs. Oh, no, yeah, K9. L8. Okay, so she's by El Nande. Our hero, El Nande. Jeez, I'm running into walls like anything. There you go, lowly. I'm very glad you're manning the one giant crossbow that's aiming toward the city. Oh, boo. I should have remembered that. Yeah, lowly is like... Just wait until that king comes out, I'm gonna shoot him. Right in his forehead. Never trust the lowly. Alright, so, oh. There we go, I always forget now. I think we have to talk to that stupid kid again, and we're done. Are we steamed? Is this steamed hams? No, it's still... How is it still the first mission? Or basically the second mission. I don't have a good feeling about this. I think they're messing me over here with these missions. Where are you, Roland? How fares your mission? I shall stand fast until Captain Exenmile arrives. Is everyone assembled? And what of the recruit? So you completed your mission. Very well, Destructive. You have earned the right to attend our next council meeting. As much as I loathe this decision, a knight's word is his honor. And this is from Squire Altenia. I know I know not its use. Attention. The next War Council will take place here at the usual time. Dismissed. Alright, great. What in the world is going on here? Have I not, like... Am I just doing all this for nothing? I don't know why it hasn't advanced at all. Yep. Alright, well, hope you guys enjoyed watching that. I enjoyed making it. Some missions, some mod garden. 2 savage blades on a beast in 1 episode. Unbelievable. And me speaking about how much honor I have when it comes to link shells, only for it to bite me in my behind later on. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until next time, take it easy.